you very much. Enough with that. Not only are we taking the White House back, we're taking that song back, too. Thank you very much. Oh, that was uncomfortable. Everybody, thank you for joining in tonight. I'm Jimmy. I'm the host. I'm the captain of the dance team here at the show. For the first time in about 40 years, it's looking like there's no need to feel down. Ding dong, the witch hunt is almost dead. The winged monkeys are about to fly out of the White House. The cowardly liars hitting the yellow brick road. And I don't know about you, but I would not want to be Donald Trump's My Pillow tonight. He is liable to chew right through that thing. What a day for the president. Pennsylvania, Georgia turned out to be bluer than Mitch McConnell's hands. The presumptive president-elect Joe Biden addressed the nation tonight, and this is unprecedented. A spokesperson for Joe Biden said the United States government is perfectly capable of escorting trespassers out of the White House. In other words, hit the road, Mar-a-Lardo, you're gone. That's right. Imagine if he got charged with trespassing on top of everything else. In the event that Trump does have to be removed from the White House, this is how they'll do it.
Up by the biggest crane you've ever seen. My underpants are going right up my
They go out through the roof.
We're doing incredible wedgie. Oh, I can see my own hotel.
Yeah, well, there you go. The end is near. They're still tallying up the votes in a few states. The results are not looking good for Kanye West, that's for sure, or for his friend Donald. What I want to know is why is counting these ballots taking so long? This is longer than we had to wait between seasons of Game of Thrones. What went on with Nevada? Even Florida was able to get their votes counted on time. Their state bird is a lizard. Nevada is the only place in the world where it takes 6 days to count 50,000 votes, 2 seconds to lose $50,000. It's ridiculous. And how about Alaska? They still haven't finished counting. How many votes could there be? Couldn't they just ask for a show of mittens? We have robots mopping our floors, but we're still counting votes like we're picking a prom queen in high school. The silver lining, though, of having to wait this long is it's been very, very good for Wolf Blitzer's Fitbit.
John, you fixed that map for us. We're watching it closely. This is still a nail-biter. Got a lot going on. You got to look at all these battleground states and give us a sense of the latest. We're looking at the suburbs in Kentucky, John. It's pretty significant what's going on. You know, Florida and Georgia, two very critically important states. We're looking at all these races. 89 right now. Very, very early, but totally expected. Big picture where we are right now. Wisconsin a little while ago. Lots of excitement going on. But let's take a look at the big picture. Let's go back to John King over at the Magic Wall. John...
The wolf is on the hunt. And by the way, John King has been fondling that wall for 72 hours straight. Now, it's like hands on a hard body without the truck. The writing is on that wall, and Mexico still refuses to pay for it, but Abraham Lincoln is not going to go quietly. He's moving on his second term like a bitch. They say Trump is planning to carry on with business as usual as if he won the election. He's expected to continue firing people, tweeting, ignoring the virus, and watching TV. Basically all the stuff he's been doing all along. And this is good. Fox News has put out a memo instructing their anchors not to call Joe Biden president-elect, even after the network calls the race for Biden. I don't know. I'm planning to do the opposite. I'm not even going to call him former President Trump. I don't want to be reminded of any of this. I will be calling him former Pizza Hut spokesman Donald Trump or future reverse mortgage spokesman Donald Trump. Trump and his minions continue to claim he was robbed. You know, when he plays golf on the scorecard, he just writes down any number he wants, and he can't understand why they won't let him do that for this. It's nuts. Apparently, these people were totally unprepared for losing, why I don't know. Everyone else was very prepared for them losing, and I get that he's upset and wants to take us all down with him. I just don't understand why anyone else would go along with that. It's like we're all on the bus from Speed and half the passengers voted against Keanu Reeves. It makes no sense. Part of the reason why this is so hard for Donald Trump to swallow is because he went around telling everyone how easy it will be to beat Joe Biden.
I'm running against the single worst candidate in the history of presidential politics. And you know what that does? That puts more pressure on me. Can you imagine if you lose to a guy like this?
Imagine it. I've been touching myself to it for a month now. Fortunately, we don't have to imagine it. Matter of fact, I say we impeach him again just for old time's sake before he leaves. What the hell? A handful of prominent Republicans have begun to distance themselves from Trump's plan to squat the government, including Mitch McConnell, who tweeted, "Here's how this must work in our great country. Every legal vote should be counted. Any illegally submitted ballots must not. All sides must get to observe the process, and the courts are here to apply the laws and resolve disputes. That's how Americans' votes decide the result." Trump also got a shout out from his pal Mitt Romney, who wrote, "The president is within his rights to request recounts, blah, blah, blah. He is wrong to say that the election is rigged, corrupt, and stolen. Doing so damages the cause of freedom here and around the world, weakens the institutions that lie at the foundation of the republic, and recklessly inflames destructive and dangerous passions." That's the closest Mitt Romney gets to writing porn, but it's right. And what's going on is wrong. Trump's stupid sons keep tweeting stupid things, totally irresponsible things. They know this election wasn't rigged. And for those who keep saying the Democrats cheated, I want to remind you that in order to prevent people other than him from voting by mail, Donald Trump had the post office uproot mailboxes, okay? He's embarrassed and desperate. And here's the thing. Losing is never fun, especially for a guy like Donald Trump. But he did say we'd get tired of all the winning, and look, he was right. We did. I think Donald Trump needs to look at the bright side. Millions of people voted for him, tens of millions of people. He finished second. He got the silver medal. It's not so bad being number two. It's pretty good. Ivanka's your number two kid. We know she's your favorite. Clay Aiken was number two. Justin Guarini was number two. When was the last time you took a test and they required a number one pencil? Never. Alexander Hamilton came in second in a duel. He went on to star in a major Broadway musical. There are a million great number twos. Barney Rubble, Mashed Potatoes, Chong, Tonto, Oates. You ever hear of R2D1? Of course not. Embrace it. You're number two. You're a steaming pile of number two, and you should be happy about that. Right, Guillermo?
That's right, Jimmy. Numero dos.
Is that what it is in Spanish? I didn't know. All right. You know, there's a lot of nonsense going on right now. There are protests outside ballot counting centers, bomb threats, altered videos. I guess the idea is that this is part of a widespread conspiracy by the Democrats to steal the presidency. But if this was a Democrat conspiracy, it wouldn't have included 6 more years of Mitch McConnell. There's one, string going around right now that Republican votes were not being counted for people who filled their ballots in with a Sharpie. That's true. They're saying dead people voted. They're saying the ballots had some kind of secret watermark on them. And I'm sure there are many of these crackpot theories to come. But it makes me wonder, who comes up with them? Like someone's thinking of that stuff. It just doesn't appear out of thin air. And we looked into it. It turns out there's a guy who works for the White House, whose job, he's in charge of conspiracies. His name is Eric Stenerwalt, and he's with us right now, actually. Hello, Eric.
Hey! Hey, Jimmy. Or should I say, Jimmy?
No, you should just say Jimmy. I'm Jimmy. Just regular Jimmy.
Oh, yeah? Are you really Jimmy? Or are you a hyper-realistic three-dimensional hologram created by the gay Illuminati?
No, I'm just Jimmy. And even if there was a gay Illuminati, why would they make a hologram of me? What good would that do?
Yeah, I don't know. No, I'm just riffing.
Oh.
I'm just coming up with stuff. But there's something there. Hang on, let me write that down. Gay, hologram, Kimmel.
Oh.
I don't hate it.
Okay. Well, listen, Eric, so you are the one who comes up with these, shall we say, colorful conspiracy theories.
Well, not as much as I used to, actually, because I'm the head guy now, so I don't get to write as much, which really sucks because my staff is giving me a bunch of crap.
Well, why are they giving you crap?
You know these millennials, they're so lazy.
Oh,
look at
I
this.
see. That kind of crap.
Yeah, look at this one here. This one just got sent to me today. Malians from the Crab Nebula are putting their testicles in our nectarines. What the hell am I supposed to do with this?
I don't know. That's outlandish, yeah.
Right? I mean,
Right.
First of all, nectarines are a stone fruit. They are out of season. And number two, how do you put your testicles in a nectarine? On a nectarine, sure, but in a nectarine.
Two very good points. But you're working on these things all day long, like constantly.
I am. You know, every once in a while I'll have an idea. I'll try to keep my hand in. I got a good one right now that I'm working on. Check this out. Did you know that, you see this name right here? You recognize that name?
Yes.
If you mix up and rearrange the letters of Joe Biden's name, you get something that is going to amaze you.
Okay.
It spells I boned EJ.
Okay. Who's EJ?
Who's EJ? EJ! Elton John! Rocket Man, Kim Jong-un. It's right there in front of our eyes! I boned EJ!
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't be more obvious.
Eric, are you ever ashamed of yourself to be spreading this stuff?
Listen, I started QAnon out of my garage with nothing but an old Dell laptop, a Wayfair cabinet full of kids, and two cranked-up paranoid schizophrenics. And now, Jimmy, it's a thriving online family with millions of men and women trading anti-Semitic memes and going through Tom Hanks's garbage. It's really quite beautiful.
Yeah.
A community.
Yeah, but it's a community of lies. You're spreading lies about people.
Oh, come on, stop it. What is a lie? A lie is just a truth that you don't believe.
What? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, but that's okay.
Well, maybe something that doesn't make sense is something that does make sense that you haven't made sense of yet.
Okay.
Besides,
I guess.
the libs are doing exactly the same thing all the time. Like, what about this story about Putin engaging in a massive disinformation campaign to elect Trump? Come on.
Well, that happened. You know, Trump's own intelligence agencies uncovered that. That did happen. Oh.
Sure. Okay.
Oh.
Well, all right, then. What about this thing about how the right-wing militants are plotting to kidnap the governor of Wisconsin?
Well, it was not Wisconsin, it was Michigan, and I think the FBI arrested like 6 people for that.
Oh, did you see the FBI arrest them?
No, but I read that they...
No,
yeah.
You didn't, right?
No.
And how do you know they did? As a matter of fact, how do you even know there is an FBI? You know what happens when you rearrange the letters in FBI?
No, I
spent
don't.
a whole weekend trying to work this one out. Check this out.
Okay.
It becomes fib. It's
I
spelled fib.
Okay. Yes, I know it does. Yeah, there's really only one option there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know it now.
Yeah.
I explained it to you.
Yeah.
And
Well,
what about the secret Republican plot to take away people's health care coverage? Who came up with that one?
that's not a secret plot. They're arguing that before the Supreme Court next week.
Oh, Jimmy. Poor, gullible, can't get an erection without 5G, Jimmy. Don't you understand?
I guess not. I don't know. I don't understand.
No, it doesn't matter if the conspiracy is true. Like, isn't the world just a little more interesting place if there are 2 Melanias? I think it is.
But there aren't 2 Melanias. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, of course there aren't 2 Melanias. There are 200 of her. Yes, Trump is building a clone army of cyborg Melanias in secret laboratories buried under his country clubs. That's why he's always golfing.
So wait, you're saying there are 200 Melanias?
That's right, and none of them will him.
Wow, that I find a little easier to
Not
believe.
one of them. Not one.
But why?
But that's okay, because the president's plan is to unleash them to conquer the world. And the only person who could have stopped him was the real James Bond.
Oh, what, Sean Connery?
He had to be taken care of.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Well, that's
true.
I hope that's not true.
It's absolutely true. And it was easy. Look, I've said too much. Yeah, I've said way too much.
Yeah.
I should go. I got to get this voter fraud conspiracy thing done in time for Fox and Friends tomorrow, so I got a pile of work.
Oh, you're working with Fox and Friends. Okay, well, that's exciting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but check this out. Do you know what you get when you rearrange the name Steve Ducey?
I do not.
Decoys vote.
Oh, my God.
Sometimes I even scare myself.
Okay, thank you, Eric. That's Eric Stenerwalt. Thank you so much for an illuminating stroll through QAnon. Thanks for watching. If you liked that video, click the subscribe button. And if you didn't like it, well, you hurt my feelings.